Related to testing, we've received 865 diagnostic tests back since yesterday. Our 7-day rolling average for diagnostic tests is 0.63%. In addition to those tests, Syracuse University has performed over 32,000 pooled saliva tests since the beginning of August. That is not in that count. We've also tested 3,225 local school district staff as part of our back-to-school testing program. And then between Syracuse University and our own testing last week, we did over 9,000 pooled tests over the last 7 days. From those pooled tests, we only had 3 positive cases, all from Syracuse University. And so when you combine the nasal test and the pooled test, our 7-day average is 0.33%. This is important because the saliva pools test sampling is no longer, is probably at some point going to outtake the diagnostic testing. It's easier, it's cheaper, and so when from a data standpoint, the state puts out their New York forward data. It doesn't include any of the saliva samples. I got yesterday the Central New York regional positive rate was 2%, driven by mainly SUNY Oswego positive cases. Normally, we don't see a lot of cases in Oswego County. We saw, I think there was over 20 of them. But at the same time, they had those 20 cases. They did thousands of saliva tests, yet those tests weren't counting in the data. So the data was skewed, and the data is skewed as long as saliva tests aren't being done. SUNY Cortland, saliva tests. SUNY Oswego, saliva. All 6 of our schools and colleges, for the main part, are using saliva. And so from the standpoint of where we're doing testing and our back-to-school testing, saliva-based testing. So when we look at the impact from the macro level on the community, we have to factor in both the diagnostic tests, which are now more of a symptomatic test. The saliva test is the test that's being used for broad screening as well.